Some restructures are about the people, but many transformations are about the work itself. It's being outsourced to a different region, a different location, that part of the business is being divested, or, as in many conversations happening right now, it's going to be outsourced to AI. And your people have to prepare for the handover. I'm Dawn, and this is Have That Talk. So you're the manager of the team that's going to be disbanded because the work is going to go somewhere else. It's not that the team has done a bad job or have done something wrong. It's not about who keeps the role, who exits. It's not about reapplying for a position. It's just that the business priorities have shifted and the work itself is disappearing. So of course you get questions like, what about me? What will happen to my role? Is there another position for me in other parts of the company? And all these are possibilities that could be on the table. If the HR transition plan and the communication strategy is well worked out, then this information should also be available to you. Or maybe there's a follow-up conversation that each individual will need to have with HR. In some instances, it might be possible for individuals to move with the work and relocate. If it's a divestment, then maybe the jobs will be intact when they leave, but you can't promise what will happen when they are integrated within the new company. And the most difficult thing to hold together is a tension that happens when you know that you're going to lose the job, but you're still being paid to prepare for that loss, to prepare for the handover, the offboarding, so to speak. And this can be a very emotional time for you as a manager, but also for the team. What really helps is if you have a good relationship that forms the foundation of how you work together, both one-on-one with individuals, but also overall as a team. So all the relationship investments that you've made up front will really start to pay off in these moments of crisis, of disruption, of disappointment, and job displacement. And I mentioned in earlier videos about the importance of having an FAQ document in your back pocket. Now, this may already be provided by the comms or the HR team, but if not, you need to think about how you can respond to some of the difficult questions that come your way. For instance, if the reason for the transformation is offshoring, you need to be prepared for questions around, are we too expensive? Why is our contribution not being valued? Responding to accusations of putting profit ahead of people, to the cognitive dissonance of having to work and prepare for one's own elimination. If it's a site closure, people will be worried about having to relocate. Their children are in school, they have a mortgage, they're embedded in the community, they've got friends and family close by. All this will undergo a huge disruption if they are forced to relocate. And AI is another threat to the very fundamental identity of how much value their work has. Because up to now, knowledge work was almost a guarantor for success. You go to college, you get the job, you're working in an office, you're using your mind, your intellect, you're bringing ideas to life. And now, here comes AI taking over the thinking work. Where does that leave you? And the answer to that is not a simple one, because the exact threat that your team is facing may be facing you as well. It means straddling both sides of the river. So don't oversell the benefits, because this is a business decision and the company is the major beneficiary. What you can talk about is what the company is doing to facilitate the offboarding. Are there going to be payouts? Is there going to be career coaching to facilitate the job search? Is the company going to offer job fairs or be generous with the references that they provide? All these aspects don't make the situation easier, but they do make sure that at least it's handled in a fair and transparent way. So if you're a manager tasked with communicating major job displacements like this, don't be afraid to ask for help. Make sure that you're getting the consistent messaging from HR or the comms team. Reach out to your peers and find out how they're handling the situation. Get advice from a mentor or speak to a coach just to help you feel more grounded and prepared as you walk in to have that talk. Okay? I'll see you next time.